Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Today we have a classic car in the shop. This is very well known out there in the world and is actually a car that I am going to be restoring sometime here pretty soon in real life. A 1964 Chevy Impala Super Sport. We got this thing down at the junkyard. I've already started to work on it a little bit. You can see I've taken the wheels off. I've outfitted some tires with new wheels already, so that'll save me a few minutes in the video. But this is the vehicle that we are going to be restoring today. So let's go ahead and start by removing everything off of it, out of it. We'll have to pull the welder up here in just a minute. Is that another thing I can remove, or is that something else? That might have been the suspension. Yeah, suspension. So yeah, that's what we're restoring today. We got an Impala Super Sport up in here. That is the radiator. And I believe that is everything. Let me check this back window here. No front window, no rear window. Okay, it means interior. I didn't want to sit in it. Let me go ahead and drive the car. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Get out of it. I was trying to figure out my dang keybind to get out of it. Need to go to interior disassemble and pull the remaining two interior items out. And then go back to normal mode. Alright, that is gonna be it for that. Let me go ahead and clean up the engine bay. And I believe that is going to be it. There is no battery in here. Is there even a battery in here to begin with? No. Okay, well this is a mod car, so it's not surprising that there is no battery. Some parts may or may not be here. So it looks like all we have to do in here is a brake servo and a radiator. So let me go ahead and see if I can repair any of those things. Obviously we have all the... Oh, I just broke the radiator. That's nice. What about the brake servo? Okay, at least we got the brake servo. Let me go ahead and just spam click what we can repair on the body parts. We weren't able to do much. And let me sell anything that's not 100%. So let me just do it up to 54. And then we're just going to sell off these body parts. And then we've got the brake servo. So let me go ahead and get the interior detail kit and our welder over here. Car lifter A. And the same with this one. And let's go ahead and repair the frame and the rust off of here, and then we'll clean it. Wow, that interior detailing actually cleaned the exterior a little bit. This little pinstripe down the side got a lot more defined. Alright, so that's all back. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and right off the bat, we are going to get this engine dropped in here. Actually, no, we're going to do the front suspension. We're going to take the whole front suspension out. Then we're going to drop the engine in, and then we're going to rebuild the front suspension. That is what we're going to do. My camera is a little bit too far back. Let me see if I can get it up here. There we go. And what do I have to remove? I have to remove the sway bar end link here, and then the double wishbone. So for this car, I really don't know what we can do to it to, you know, take it out for a drive after. I mean, we might be able to take it just to the speed track and drive around with it, or the test track. That's probably what I'll do, is I'll take it out to the test track. Alright, that is it for this side. Let me go ahead and move over to this side. Scoot my camera in here just a tiny little bit. And not forget the sway bar end links. So right off the bat, we know we need sway bar end link Bs. So let me go ahead and go purchase those real quick. Just as soon as I get all this out. While we're up here, we'll also pull the drive shaft and the transmission out. Because we're going to be pulling out the engine as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the drive shaft out while we're at it. Okay, drive shaft is out. Let's move up to the transmission and unbolt the 6 bolts. Okay, let me go and actually pull this exhaust system out while we're down here as well. Okay, so that should be everything. Let me go ahead and save my game real quick. And then we will spam repair at the repair bench. And we did not break anything that we could repair. Nice. All right, let's see, get a starting point here. We're gonna need a front suspension crossmember B. We're gonna need a lot of things. At least we don't need a steering knuckle. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our parts notes up here. So did we add that to the list? Front suspension crossmember B, we did. Awesome. Okay. We kind of have to start at the crossmember, I want to say. What about upper suspension arm? We're going to need at least one of those. Let me go and add that to the list. We're going to need bushings. Let me just go ahead and buy this this crossmember that we need here. Front suspension crossmember B. And then we're also going to need the sway bar front end link Bs. 2 of those, and then a regular front sway bar. I remember that much. Let's see if we need a... oh, we didn't remove the steering rack. Whoops, that's one thing we forgot. Let's go and see if we can repair that. It is at 15%. We may be able to repair it. Nope, we broke it. Son of a gun. Go ahead and just get rid of it. Screw you, steering rack. Steered me wrong one too many times. And then we'll also go ahead and pick up the tie rods while we are here. And the bushings. I won't forget those. We need, let's see here, we got 4 on each side, so we need 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, that should be most of our parts, as far as I know. Then we need an upper suspension arm. Let's see if we need a lower suspension arm. We do. Let me go and add that to the list as well. So we need an upper suspension arm. Is it a B? No, it's just regular. And then a lower suspension arm. And we should be good for most part. I have those in the warehouse, so I don't need to go get any strut components. Let me get these 2 bushings in here, and then I will go get the struts out because we are going to need them. Alright, let's run over here to our beautiful warehouse. Come over here to project parts and grab our shocks. You can see I've got the wheels in here already set up and ready to go. Should save me about 2 minutes. Alright, let's check front axle knuckle cover. We have 2 of those. Awesome. What about front wheel hub? Nice, we've got wheel hubs. I know we're going to need wheel hub bearings and wheel hub caps. So let me go ahead and let me just type in wheel hub and I'll just get 2 of these, 2 of those. And then we'll need some brake components. I'm pretty sure we're going to have to replace a lot of them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get these sway bars installed here. That'll open up a few parts. Let's get the steering rack in here. And then the tie rods. Once I get the tie rods done on this side, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the other side because we have not built anything on that side at all. Let's go ahead and shift over here. It won't let me use the power steering pump to get over there. Probably because it's in the engine bay. Alright, I believe I have almost everything on this side. Except for brakes. There's the bearing and then the hubcap. Good. Let's get the bottom suspend. Ooh, no. What? Did we not buy one of those? Did I buy the wrong one? Oh, I must have bought the wrong one. Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention. That's my fault. I was like, oh, you know, I should have all the parts for this side, but nope, I bought the wrong part. Let's get this, Alright, let's get these bushings in, tie rods, and then we'll go ahead and see what brake components we need. Get these tie rods in before I switch my camera angle over here. Okay, we're gonna need brake disc ventilated for sure. I know we're gonna need brake pads. I'm not sure about calipers or pistons for the calipers. We're gonna find out here in just a second. So we don't need any calipers, and we do not need any pistons. Nice. We'll go ahead and shift back over to this side. Let me get my camera angle just so I can switch over. Brake caliper, we've got a nice complete set. And this is done. Now that that is complete, we can go ahead and actually drop the vehicle down here. Other side. And let's move our engine crane over to car lifter A. Let's pull the old engine out. I believe we have everything out that we need to pull this thing out. And there we have it. It is out. Let's go ahead and get this engine off the stand. And then install the brand new engine in the engine bay. Looks very beautiful. I still wish we could paint parts. And let me go ahead and get them. It says brake pump. Did it not just say brake pump right there? It says brake pump right there, yet it's called a brake servo. How about you just call it brake booster? Or something. That's kind of what that is. That's the master cylinder right there. But that is also the brake booster. Okay, so that is the engine bay and the front suspension. Let me go and save my game. Check and make sure if there's anything to repair. There is nothing to repair. Let's go into the inventory here. Yeah, I bought the wrong lower suspension. Let me go ahead and sell everything below 55%. I can sell that. I can sell that. We'll go ahead and keep the engine. We'll throw it in the crate engine part of the warehouse. We will eventually need a V8 OH1. Or yeah, V8 OHV 1 carb. So we'll throw it in there. We have all these other engines. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of these are built. So we'll have to go through and figure out which ones are built and which ones aren't. Anyway, that is going to be it for the front suspension and the engine. Let me go ahead and get this thing back up on the stands, and we'll start on the rear suspension. All right, that is the entire rear suspension. Let's go ahead and repair what we can. All right, we got, I think, everything except for one part. So hopefully we got the drive axle. Good, we got the drive axle. That's always a hit or miss one. We need a rear knuckle housing B. Let's go ahead and open up our parts notes. Delete everything. Start from scratch here. We need one of those. We're going to need 2 rear shock absorber Bs. Let's throw it in there. We're going to need a fuel tank. Let's check about leaf springs. We're going to need 1 leaf spring. And that is about it. We're also going to need a fuel pump, but I'll get that in a second. So yeah, that's everything we can do for now. Let me throw this leaf spring in so I can add the bushings in. We need 4 small rubber bushings. All right, let's go to the shop. Open up our shopping list. We need a rear axle knuckle housing B. We need a rear shock absorber B times 2. Whoops, wrong arrow key. We need a fuel tank. Whoops, I didn't click the right thing. We need a fuel tank and a fuel pump. A leaf spring. And then 4 small rubber bushings. There we go. We got a wheel hub 4. Let's see how much of this we managed to repair. Nice, we got both the drive axles. Oh, we need these leaf spring plates. So we've got those 2 done. Let's check up on the U-bolts. Okay, we only need 1 U-bolt. Let me go ahead and just buy that now so I don't forget. Just type in leaf. Probably the easiest way to do that. We need 1 U-bolt. Okay, sweet. Well, I'm pretty sure, other than the brakes, let's get those done. Let's just get everything done. I know we're going to need brake shoes. We're going to need 1 brake shoe and then brake drums. And I believe that is everything on the rear here. I'm going to save the brake drum at the end. I don't want to have the big wheel in my face while I'm doing this. Solid rear drive axle. I wish that we could work on differentials and all their components inside. You know, the pinion, all that good stuff. And I put that one on there. I went a little ahead of myself there. Let's go ahead and pop over here to this bushing, and we'll get the fuel tank and fuel pump installed here right now. There we go. And then we just have these leaf springs. Leaf spring U-bolts and stuff like that, and we're done. Okay, that looks like the entire rear suspension. We just need to do wheels and exhaust, and then some interior parts. Let me see if there's anything I can repair. There isn't. Let's go ahead and sell. I need to sell this lower suspension arm. I need to get rid of it. And then we have a brake drum on this side. Did I not put that on there? No, I did not. Okay, let's put that on there now. All right, let's get the wheels on this bad boy. Project parts. I'm interested to see how these rims look. I changed the rims to the rim Bowens. I like the sidewall. Those look really good. The sidewall is a little too long for my liking. I might change that later. Not really sure. I might go maybe a thinner. I think that the white part of the sidewall is just a little too thick. I might end up going and changing the wheels later. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and... oh, what? I don't have anything to work with. There's no... Did I not grab all my rims? Are those balanced? Are they not balanced or something? Ah, that's the problem. They weren't balanced. It's like I could have sworn that I had purchased, or I had gotten 4 tires out. I guess my drive shaft wasn't repairable, because I don't have it anymore. Let's go ahead and buy that real quick while we're sitting here. Waiting for the wheel master to do its job. There we go. Alright, that should be all 4 tires. They should be balanced now. Good. Yep, they are. Alright, let's get this side. Alright, so yeah, I like the hubcap covers. The rim covers. Those look really good, like how shiny they are, but that sidewall, that's gonna have to change at some point. Okay, let's get this exhaust installed. Since the engine's in, we can do that. We already have the transmission built. We didn't change the engine at all, so we don't have to purchase a new transmission. We are gonna have to purchase a starter for it, and I'm assuming it's gonna be a V8. Yeah, it's a V8. Probably should narrow my searching down a little bit so I don't have to scroll for 10 million years. Alright, starter's installed. We purchased a drive shaft, so we can go ahead and install that real quick. What is that there? Oh, I was like, what the heck is that hole there for? It's for the front exhaust pipes. Alright, so we're going to need to put these... I'm going to put these in the parts list real quick. Let me delete the parts list and add those. We're going to need 2 of those. I'm going to add 2 of all of these to the parts list here. And then we just need 2 rear muffler V8s, and then we are done with the exhaust. So let's go ahead and go to the shop. Open up our parts list here. We need front exhaust pipe V8 OHVC times 2. We need 2 middle mufflers, and then we need 2 rear muffler V8 OHVs. And they should be right here. Yep, there they are. Didn't have to scroll far for those. And again, it throws my freaking camera to Mars. I don't like it when it does that. And just the exhaust. All right, that concludes the exhaust portion of this. Let's go ahead and save the game. I believe all we have to do now is interior and then body panels and then paint this thing. And then we're done. So let me go ahead and drop this thing to the ground. The rest of this we can do over at the shop entrance. So I'm going to go ahead and move it over there real quick. Garage entrance A is where we're going to put it. Okay, let's go ahead and work on interior and exterior. I do not know what seats this thing has, so let me check real quick. It's going to be down here at the very, very bottom. Wow, this car is a value. I bought this car for like $32,000 from the junkyard. It is decreased in value since I repaired it. That's really weird. I also don't have a radiator in it. Let me fix that real quick. Not entirely sure what fan setup I'm gonna have. Oh, just kidding. There's the there's the fan right there. I don't have to worry about that. All right, back to what I was doing before. We need. It's using a steering wheel cape, which is why it had cape. It's using cape seats and a cape steering wheel. Okay, let's go to the interior shop here. Let's just type in cape. Yeah, I was using all these. Let me see if they, was it Bowen? So they have I'm going to go with steering wheel Bowen. I don't know if this thing has bench in the front. It doesn't have bench in the front, so... Does it have bench in the rear? It has a bench in the rear, so let me go ahead and, no, I want to go to normal mode so I can go to the shop. Let me buy a bench Bowen rear, and then we'll go ahead and buy, what seat did it have? I don't know what seat it had from the factory. Let me look. I might just go with seat 3 leather. I forget what it was. It has seat Atlanta in there. So let's go ahead and type in Atlanta. Yeah, it looks fairly 64-ish. I guess. No headrest. I'm going to go in interior disassemble. I was confused there for a second. There are no items to work with. Okay, so I kind of have to go with whatever it had in it. So let me go figure out what that was. Bench cape front. Well, I can go with bench Atlanta front or bench Bowen front. I think. I'm going to go with that. It looks pretty... Oh, I don't want to sit in it. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. Nice interior. I kind of feel like I'm really far back in the seat. So let me get out here. I gotta hit escape to get out of the car. Interior assemble. No items to work with. Okay, so I actually have to put in whatever it came with. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I have to put a cape in there. Oh well. And then we'll just put our steering wheel in. At least I can put the Bowen in. Alright, that is the interior. One thing that I need to do real quick, and I remembered as I got in the vehicle, I have to put oil in the engine. Soup oil, premium motor oil. There we go. Wish oil changes were 20 bucks in real life. So, now we just have exterior. So let's go ahead and go to the body shop. And this is going to be... I'm just going to type in Impala here. Nothing. Oh, we got to go to the community cars body shop. That's why it's not showing up. Okay. Impala. There we go. Okay, so they have convertible, drag, and just regular. We're going to go with regular. So we need a front bumper, a door, a front left door window, that, front right door window, front window, SS hood, headlight, mirror, all that good stuff, tail lights. We don't need any of that drag stuff. And then the trunk. Wow, $1,000 trunk. I'd love to see this car as a lowrider. Oops, I'm in the wrong screen here. We need to go to assemble mode. Let's go ahead and close my hood. Nice, that looks really, really beautiful. Another thing I forgot is license plates. Let's see if we can mount those on here. Yes, we can. Sweet. We'll have to pick another state to go with. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff installed. Oh, does that thing actually have... Oh, it has the Chevy logo. Nice, it has the Chevrolet logo on the mirror. That's cool. And then we've got the tail lights. Are those chrome tipped? That would look really cool if those were chrome tipped. I might have to do that. This car is gonna sit in the garage for a little bit. Definitely play around with it later. And there is no side mirror, which makes complete sense because in that time period, I do not believe you were required by law to have one. Okay, that is the car except for the license plate. Let me go ahead and go to the plate shop. And we are going to go ahead and go with, let's see here. I'm going to go with Connecticut. Connect Iceknight. Brings you back to your middle school days when you had to learn the 50 U.S. states and capitals and stuff like that. Okay, that car is done except for painting. I am going to go ahead and send this over to the paint shop. I am going to try to avoid the stupid bug that I've been having. I'm using a different encoder now, so I might possibly not have the same problem I did before. So let's go ahead and try that. I do apologize in advance if this starts to get really laggy. I'm going to go ahead and paint this thing black. That just seems to be a really sharp color. Is there any liveries for this thing? I think it's just a template. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it. All right, well, we're going to go with black. Fairly popular color of these cars. Let's go and paint it. And again, I apologize if your frame rate is crapping out right now. Hopefully that doesn't happen, though. Alrighty, the Super Sport is done. It looks absolutely beautiful. Again, the only thing I don't like is the sidewall on these wheels. We'll get that fixed though, but this car looks absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and get in and start it up. Here's the interior again now that it is all complete. Got that beautiful, I'm assuming that's the Power Glide transmission there. Got the emergency brake. And we've got, this might not be the Power Glide because that has a clutch. Huh. Awesome. Well, I wish I could look behind me. See the, does this thing even have a back seat? Let's go ahead and look. It does have a back seat. What am I talking about? I wish I could look behind me and see that. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this thing up. As always, it sounds like every other car in this game. But this is the Super Sport. Alright, let's go ahead and hop out of here. Alright guys, that is going to conclude this video. Hold on a second, is that a Texas logo? No, that is not. Okay. Alrighty guys, that is going to conclude this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment and consider subscribing to my channel. If you guys want to see more of my Car Mechanic Simulator videos, I will include a link to a playlist down in the description. So with that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.